We've been reporting that RFK Jr. is getting ready to endorse you. What does he bring to you? What have your conversations been like? What role would he have either with your campaign or in your administration?
Well, I don't want to get too much into it because you're telling me something I don't know, other than I've always been friendly with him. I've had a lot of respect for him. I think he respects me. We've had a good relationship for a long time. If he were going to endorse me, I would consider it a great honor. I think we're leading now in the polls. We're leading in the swing states. We're leading in the polls. A couple of great polls came out just now. But I would love to have his endorsement. That'd be a great honor.
That's despite all the things he said about vaccine, 9/11 conspiracies. Does that reflect on you if you put him in your administration?
No, it doesn't mean administration, but certainly having his endorsement, because things that he agrees on, I also agree on. You know, there are many things that are perhaps the opposite of what you're saying, but he's a respected guy. He's done a good job. And I think he likes the job that we're doing in so many different ways. But if he endorsed me, I'd be very honored by it.
I know we don't have much time, but on your mass deportations plan, it's going to cost billions of dollars. Where will that money come from?
Well, it'll cost trillions of dollars to keep these people. And I'm talking about, in particular, starting with the criminals. These are some of the worst people anywhere in the world. They come from all over the world, not just South America. They're coming from prisons, and they're gang members, and they're drug dealers. That's cost us a lot more than deporting, but we have no choice. Regardless, we have no choice. We're going to have to deport.
If you're trying to deport millions of people, that would perhaps include mixed families. Will you separate families to get to those goals?
Provisions will be made, but we have to get the criminals out. We have murderers in our country. They just walk in. We have over 20 million people. In my opinion, over 20 million people came in. And the number is growing every single day. And they're coming out from prisons, and they're coming out as gang members and murderers, and we have to get them out. Dwight Eisenhower, who was a moderate person, was very strong on the border, and he deported hundreds of thousands, even I think he deported maybe millions of people. I get the numbers, but Dwight Eisenhower, General Eisenhower, was a big believer in not allowing people into the country to do damage and commit crime. And I would say he was a somewhat moderate man. And I think I'm somewhat moderate too in a certain way. And one thing I will have, we're going to have a very strong border, and we're not going to let mass murderers and terrorists and all of these people pour into our country. We have massive numbers of people coming from Venezuela and other countries from jails. Their jail populations are way down. Their mental institution populations are way down. They're living happily in the United States of America. We're not going to stand for it.
I'm getting a wrap, but if you'll give me one more on immigration, will you compel local law enforcement to work with you to go find these people? A lot of chiefs say they don't want to do that kind of work.
They do want to. The chiefs are great. The sheriffs are incredible. They want to do their job. The Border Patrol wants to do their job. They'd have a much easier job if they didn't, but they want to do it desperately. They want to save America.
If the chiefs say no, you'll make it happen? All right. I'll get in the wrap. All right, thank you, Mr. President.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.